we cannot sustain ourselves. Our primary focus is inclusivity and sustainability. If we look at the short term, while compromise on the long term, we would never be sustainable. And that is the reason why our government has embarked on a journey of holistic and sustainable development through the convergence of human, physical, and financial resources. Developing sustainability is the only way forward, and we have to ensure that we protect our environment and nurture it as we pass it on to our children and the coming generation. Now, most importantly, how do we achieve this? And what are the steps that we've taken in this direction? These are the few questions that we would have to answer ourselves. For the months that have passed, during the months that have passed, Andhra Pradesh government has come up with a CLAP program, wherein the program was launched on 2nd October, wherein approximately 4,097 garbage collecting vehicles were launched. In fact, the most important aspect in this program is we've made the Sachivalayas, the ward Sachivalayas and the Grama Sachivalayas the center of the theme. In fact, thanks to the efforts that the program has increased the rural household garbage collection rate from 22% to 62%, even though our target is to move to 100% at the shortest time possible. Now moving forward to a few facts, lesser known facts, but nevertheless facts that we all would have to remember. Do you actually know that 70% of the Earth's oxygen is produced by marine plants? Meaning to say that our entire rainforests contribute only 28% of the Earth's oxygen, whereas 70% of the oxygen comes from the oceans, comes from the marine plants in the oceans. These marine plants such as phytoplankton, kelp, algal plankton, these plants produce oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. In fact, one such important phytoplankton is Prochlorococcus, which probably is the biggest contributor of oxygen into the atmosphere. I mean, these are the facts that probably very few people are aware of it. In fact, these are the facts that we would have to be aware of these facts, and we would have to ensure that we know these facts and we protect our environment, predominantly being our seas. In fact, so much so that the plastic in the seas have increased so much so that the catch in the seas has now moved to 40 to 50 kilometers deeper into the ocean. Meaning to say that the plastic debris injures and kills the fish, seabirds, and marine mammals, impacting almost 267 species worldwide have been affected. In fact, so much so that the sea salts produced in Asian countries like Indonesia and India have displayed higher levels of microplastics pollution, which directly affects the people. And this is the reality. In fact, Andhra Pradesh is gifted with the second largest coastline in India, approximately 975 kilometers of coastline. Vast stretches of sandy beaches, wildlife, and bird sanctuaries. As a citizen of Andhra Pradesh, it is our responsibility to protect our coastline, and the government on its part should do whatever it takes to ensure that this happens. The government of Andhra Pradesh has initiated plastic-free oceans. This program, in partnership with Global Alliance for Sustainable Planet and Parley for the Oceans. These are the two organizations that are involved for cleaning up the shores of Andhra Pradesh. This combination would actually be the future of Andhra Pradesh. Now, moving further, Global Alliance for Sustainable Planet works towards building partnerships. I'm just explaining what these companies do. One such company that I have named earlier, Global Alliance for Sustainable Planet, this company works towards building partnerships, identifying champions, incubating ideas, and leveraging private finance for public good, especially in areas of green transformation, climate change, and sustainable development. Now, the other company that is Parleys for the Ocean works. Now, what does this company do? Extensively, this company works on major threats to the ocean with special focus on plastic pollution and its effect on marine ecosystem. Parley Global Cleanup Network works on removal of ocean plastic, reprocessing these materials, and usage, thereby enhancing the planet's sustainability, in partnership with global consumer brands like Adidas, Louis Vuitton, American Express, Mercedes-Benz, and this list can go on. Government of Andhra Pradesh and Global Alliance strategic partner Parley are entering into this MOU towards achieving the following results. Number one being, develop and implement improved sanitation and waste management system. Deploy air stations. Air stations meaning avoid, intercept, and redesign plastic. So to deploy air stations, approximately 500 in mandal and urban local bodies. Create 10 eco-innovation hubs. Fourth being, intercept plastic waste along the coastline, in the drains, in the irrigation channels and rivers. Intercept plastic. Number 5 being, mobilize approximately 20,000 ocean warriors and train them. Now, what these people are doing is, in the course of next 6 years, they would be deploying approximately $2 billion, meaning to say approximately 16,000 crores of investment would come only into the sector. Just not this alone, but providing employment to 20,000 people with a minimum of at least 16,000 rupees payable to every single person. And finally, to develop corporate network to utilize the recycled and upcycled materials. So this is broadly the engagement with them. In fact, this is a very ambitious project. It has never been attempted before in Andhra Pradesh, especially with this kind of geographical area with a population of 52 million people and a coastline of 975 kilometers. I want to thank Mr. Cyril Ghosh for deciding to set up Parley Super Hub, meaning recycling and upcycling